Good morning, boys and girls, and it's Tuesday today, so let's begin with our date. So today is Tuesday, the 23rd of February 2021. Tuesday, the 23rd of February 2021. So let's look at our spellings then. And as you know, we're focusing on the A sound this week, which is made in many different ways. So let's read through our words and you can repeat them after me. Rain, paint, train, away, stay, holiday, ate, came, gave, place, baby, and later. Moving on to our sounds in focus, boys and girls. And first of all, I have to correct something that I was looking at with you yesterday. We were looking at another way of making the A sound apart from these ones in the sound box. And we looked at the word 80. And I said that EI made the A sound. But actually, when I thought about it, it's actually EIGH that makes the A sound. A-T. A-T. So we just have to add a GH up here. Now my pen isn't working very well. I'm sure your pencil will be much better. Let's fix this. So it's EIGH that makes the A sound. So if you think of Santa's sleigh, S-L-E-I-G-H. S-L-A. So the A sound is made with 4 letters there together. My apologies yesterday when I said it was just EI. It's actually EIGH that makes the A sound as well. Now question 3 is actually quite nice and quite easy to do. You just have to write A hop over E in the spaces. So you're going to put an A and an E here, an A-E, A-E and A-E, and then match the word that you've made to the clue. So the clues are out of the sun, goes in the sky, fun to play, lots of water. So each of these will match one of the words. Okay? Same here, except this time you write AI in the spaces and join each word to its clue again. So, in the letterbox, it's wet, goes on the track, and not yet. So they'll make sense when you see the words that you have made. So join the right word to the right clue. Question 5 asks you then to look through the list words, which are these words up at the top in the box, and find 2 that rhyme with cake, 2 that rhyme with main, and 2 that rhyme with play. You can leave these spaces here blank because they didn't do the single A sound because there's nothing to rhyme with it. So just these 3. So something that rhymes with cake, so you're looking for an ache sound. Something that rhymes with main, so you're looking for a ain sound. And something that rhymes with play, so you're looking there for an A sound. So 2 words for each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that should be enough for sounds in focus today. So let's move on to look at our literacy work. And today for our literacy, we are going back again to comprehension, where we read a story and then we check that we have understood the story by answering some questions. So I'll read the story to you now, first of all. Now you follow along in your own booklet. Don't try to follow me here as I read through it on the screen because the phone will probably move from side to side a bit. So you're better to actually just follow along on your own page and you can listen to me read the story. All right? The Terrible Trip-Up. A few days before Sports Day, the Fox team were telling everyone how brilliant they were at the races. "We'll win the trophy because we're so good," said one of the foxes. All the animals were really looking forward to Sports Day, but the rabbits were feeling a bit worried. They knew they weren't the fastest, the smartest, or the best at anything they knew of. The cheetahs were extremely fast and zoomed off down the freshly painted track. "We'll win the trophy because we're so fast," said one of the cheetahs. The rabbits, foxes and zebras practiced different activities and the koala team got ready for a nice long nap. We'll win the trophy because we're so... started one of the koalas. Then she fell asleep again. Soon enough, the day had arrived and the rabbits wanted to have fun and try their best. The zebras did well at the egg and spoon race. We'll win the trophy because we're so clever, said one of the zebras. Then it was the running race, and the cheetahs took over the lead. Next up was the three-legged race. All the animals lined up at the start in their pairs with one of their legs tied to their partner. Suddenly the whistle blew and they were off, apart from the koalas who fell asleep at the starting line. The cheetahs roared ahead very fast, but then they were out of breath and had to stop. Then the foxes took the lead, but were pulling in different directions and tripped over. The zebras argued about how to stop the others and landed on top of the foxes in a great big heap. The rabbits just kept on going. They carefully moved together, counting and helping each other stay up all the way to the finish line. They won the trophy because they're good at teamwork, cheered all the animals. And you can see there the lovely trophy that they won. So let's look through the questions, and as I always say to you boys and girls, make sure you look back through the text the whole time to help you answer the questions, okay? You may even want to read it again yourself before you begin working on your questions. So, question 1. Who was worried about not being the fastest, smartest or best? Was it the foxes, the rabbits or the cheetahs? Question 2. What did the koalas do instead of practicing? They drew a picture, they sang a song, they had a nice long nap. Question 3. Tick 2 teams who ended up in a heap. The cheetahs, the foxes, the zebras. So you need to pick 2 of those. Which 2 teams ended up in a heap on the ground? That means they fell over. Number 4. Find and copy one word which means newly. Now that's a tricky enough one, so try your best to find it. And if you don't get it, we can have a wee look at it tomorrow. Number 5 then, complete the sentence by adding in the missing word. The cheetahs, something, ahead very fast, but then they were out of breath and had to stop. So again, you need to look back through the story to see what it says about the cheetahs. The cheetahs, something, ahead very fast, but then they were out of breath and had to stop. So have a go and try your best with these sentences, boys and girls. So boys and girls, for the rest of the week, we will be practicing our times tables. So keep this sheet handy and it will be very useful to you. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, the tables that I have marked there with the little purple star are the ones that we need to keep practicing and working on. Today we are practicing and revising the 3, 4 and 5 times tables. So the last time we did tables work in this book, there was one page that was all about the 4 times tables and one page that was all about the 3s. But this time you have to be careful because you're using the 3s, the 4s and the 5s. So you're going to be using this, this and this. And you may know some of it in your head already. So you'll see here a picture of a wagon. And inside each wagon there is 6 water barrels, 3 flour bags and 8 bean sacks. And you're going to calculate different amounts of each of these in different amounts of wagons. So it's asking you how many barrels of water are on 3 wagons, 4 wagons and 5 wagons. So that is very clearly a 3 times tables question, a 4 times tables and a 5. And each time you're multiplying these numbers by water barrels. 3 times 6, 4 times 6 and 5 times 6. Question 2 then asks you how many bags of flour are on 4 wagons, 7 wagons and 9 wagons. So there's a 4 times tables question. And you might look at this one and think, well, I don't know the 7 times tables, but 7 wagons is 7 wagons with bags of flour would be 7 times 3, and you do know the 3 times tables, and this would be 9 times 3. So you don't know the 9 times tables, but you do know the 3 times tables. Then you move on to sacks of beans. So how many sacks of beans are in 3 wagons? 3 times something, 4 times something, 5 times something. Question 4 then is just a range of 3, 4 and 5 times questions. Please do your best to try and answer them without the times table sheet first, but it's there to help you if you need it. And then at the bottom, more times tables questions where a number is missing, okay? So again, try to answer them yourself, but if not, have a look through those 3 different tables, 3s, 4s and 5s, to try to help you find the missing number. Continue on also, boys and girls, with your accelerated reading. So new book titles were sent to you yesterday. I think on Sunday night I sent them. If you didn't receive book titles, let me know and I'll get them to you right away. But I think everybody has at least 2 books to read now. And also you carry on with your Sum Dog. And as well, Hit the Button would be great this week to practice those times tables. Because of the rest of the week will be spent practicing our times tables, okay? So talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.